Hello and thank you for joining us here today as we get into a very special episode turning our minds to the real estate sector in Dubai. We're delighted to be joined by Ravi Virmani, the Managing Director of ANAX Developments. Ravi, thank you for joining us here and welcome to the show.
It's my pleasure.
Now, Ravi, ANAX Developments is obviously just one arm of ANAX Holdings. I want to talk a little bit first about how you first met Satish Sampal, obviously the chairman and founder of ANAX Holding.
First of all, thank you for asking me this and thank you for having me here. The great thing about Satish is, I have known Satish since quite a very long time now. So the moment when we met, it was a very good discussion about the property and for the market. So that's how we started our conversation, and that was very fruitful, and we decided to launch our ANAX Developments. Since he has a lot of plots that time, and I was the one who brought into the company these plots. And it was pretty sure, the vision was very clear when I met him first time. He mentioned it where he wants to see himself near the future. And based on that, I was also aligned with him on the same situation.
Obviously, we've got to talk a little bit here about ANAX Development's own journey.
Okay.
The Dubai real estate sector itself is highly competitive, but ANAX Developments, I think it would be fair to say, has emerged as one of the fastest growing and dynamic developers in the market. How have you sought that differentiation and success?
Again, it's a long period of planning. When we sat together, each and everything we have discussed about it. After 1 year, what you're gonna do after 2 years, how we want to be in the market, and what is our long-term goal. Looking at the Dubai market, we have seen a lot of developers coming that time, and they are launching just a project, but there was no storyline, there was no planning. And I really, found the gap in the market where we can actually give our presence in the market and we can deliver a product what people are looking for it now, with the best payment plan so that they will not feel that they are buying property. When we decided to launch this first project, it was very clear that, we are more focused toward the end user. So that's how we come up with the plan for 30/70 payment plan, where even if you are a newcomer in Dubai, you want to buy a property, it is not going to harm your pocket that, sometimes people are not able to buy a property just because they have a certain amount of salary which they are taking home. And based on that salary, they are not able to fulfill their, installments. So what we decided, a person who is coming from India or maybe some from other countries and they want to buy first property, they should pay only 14% at the time of booking. And 10% in 1 month, and 6 months, 5%. At the time of delivery, you have to pay 70%. What is the benefit of paying 70%? Since you are new in Dubai and you don't have bank records. Let's say you have joined the company and you are creating your credibility in the bank. So you are eligible to take loan. Based on that salary, you discuss with the bankers, how much loan I need to take and how much salary I should get it from the company. Based on that, you make your plans and focus on the delivered project, and at the same time, you are eligible to get the loan from the bank. So that's how we plan. At the same time, most of the people who are big investors came to us and they ask us, they want to buy a huge deal. Maybe they want to buy 10 apartments, 15 apartments. So we clearly said them to know we cannot sell this bulk deal because our prime focus is totally different from the market now.
It sounds like a lot of your success has been tied to this sort of relentless focus on the consumer and what the consumer needs.
Exactly.
How have you been able to identify what it is that consumers actually need, though?
So if you ask me, in 2021, when the market was completely crashed because of the COVID, not because of other thing, that time we saw a lot of people went back to their country. And that was the opportunity when we got to know, this was the assumption that, this is going to happen in the market. So based on our experience and assumption, when the market is down, then definitely there will be time coming when market is going up. So that was the opportunity we decided. And we thought, if you go aggressive in the market when people want to come to Dubai, then nobody will come and buy the property from you. That's why, if you notice, when we launch our project, most of the developers, they were doing 60/40 payment plan, 70/30 payment plan. But when we came in the market, then they saw that who's this developer, how they are doing it. And thanks to Satish, he's always focusing on the people who are first time buyer, and he always said that, I want to give quality product to people who gonna live in my apartment. So that's how we decided, and it was a game changer for us, to be honest. The moment we launched this project, Evora, it was sold out very quickly. Like in a very short period of time, inventory was gone completely because of the 30/70 payment plan, location, and the quality what we are going to deliver. If you see our model apartment in our office, you will get to know what kind of quality we are going to provide. So if any client comes to our office, they see model apartment, that time you don't need to tell them, it's already sold. Yeah.
Wow, so you've already got a lot of customers then.
Yeah.
Dubai, as I mentioned earlier, has to be one of the most competitive real estate markets in the world, which means that given all the competition, you have to keep on innovating. Exactly. So a two-part question for you here. How have you sought to continue to innovate at ANAX Developments, and how have you managed to face down the competition in the sector?
First of all, to be honest, we never focus on the competition. We were going in our lane because we know if you focus on other things, you'll not be able to perform the way you want to. So we always make sure that, we are focusing on our lane. We are focusing on our planning, what we are going to do, how we want to go. When we launch our third project, which is ELLE, this was not on the card that we wanted to come with the branded residences, but there was a lot of discussion going on that time, back and forth happening. We decided to go with ELLE because ELLE has a strong presence in the market since very long time, and they are fashion and style magazine. So we got a lot of benefit in terms of putting our name globally, because they are fashion magazine, and also most of the celebrities who are coming to Dubai, they definitely want to buy property. We got a lot of benefit from ELLE. They have a very good taste of interior and architect, Most of the time when we were discussing with them, they pushed us to do the interior. They wanted to do the interior, and the kind of interior there, it's subtle and beautiful. So people liked it.
I'm so glad you mentioned ELLE Residences because this is obviously a huge emergent trend in Dubai, this idea of branded real estate. Why do you think branded real estate has taken off in the way that it has done?
First of all, I think Dubai is working on a plan where, you can focus on those countries or cities who are already established. Like if you go to US, this culture came from US, branded residences. Most of the branded residences before Dubai, it was in LA. You go to New York, you find there, Miami, all the branded residences are. So ELLE is a second in UAE. I mean, first in UAE and second in the world. When we were discussing with them, they said, if you want to have a look, our first project, which is in US, you have a look on that. When we saw that project, it was literally matching our vibe, because our plot was also on the water. The Miami project is also on the water. And it didn't take much time to convince us to go with them. And they're very cooperative, and we are also aligned with them. But definitely, I am not in favor of branded residences more, because the thing is, if you focus on more branded residences, you definitely lose the charm what you gonna deliver in the market. So we are more focused towards our own brand, but definitely we are open for it to come up with the more branded residences. Yeah.
I would like to ask as well about your view on where Dubai stands globally in terms of real estate. You mentioned, for instance, there a slew of countries, Miami, New York, LA. Yeah. Is Dubai competing with those property hotspots? Is it becoming a bigger player? How do you see it?
I'm gonna use only one word, mark my words. After few years, people who lives in US, they would want to come to Dubai and they will stay here, because the kind of leadership we are in now, His Highness and our leaders, the way they think, I never seen a leader like him, and I really appreciate the way he's taking care of the people of UAE. He makes sure that our people whoever comes to Dubai, they feel their home. Personally, I feel being in Dubai, it's my home. Most of the time when I go to India, I don't feel like to stay there more than 3 days. I come back to Dubai. Immediately when I land Dubai, I feel that now I'm at my home. So this is the feeling we got from the leaders. So obviously, obviously every person is talking about the security, safety. It's very common in Dubai. Like most of the bloggers going to the mall, they are keeping their mobile and they are showing that, how safe Dubai is. We are going to buy something from the restaurant and keeping our phone there. and there is no problem at all. So that kind of security you have, and Dubai is going to break all the record. This is going to happen in next 3 to 4 years for sure.
Moving on a little bit here, because you have obviously mentioned now that Dubai is the place that you see as home. I'd like to talk about your own personal journey in Dubai. When was it you first moved here?
I moved in here 2011, but it was just a recce. I came to see how Dubai is, and then I fell in love with Dubai. So I moved Dubai in 2013, and from there I started my journey. Since I come from the brokerage background, I read market thoroughly. I did a lot of survey before I become a developer with Mr. Satish, and it was not a short. It is a major shift for me from coming from the brokerage background and joining a developer and being a developer in the market. It's a major shift for me, and really I enjoyed it because the kind of laws and facilities we have, it didn't give me hard time to learn new things in Dubai. It's very easy and simple. Even if anybody wants to come and buy property, it takes 1 hour to buy property if you know how Dubai works. So many facilities we have here, and we are thankful to that.
Sounds like it to me. What you're really praising here is that the ease of doing business is paramount.
Yeah.
Do you think that's been a contributor to the success of ANAX itself?
Yes, of course. I definitely agree on this point, because imagine if you are buying a plot and you want to launch your property as soon as possible, and you don't know the laws and you don't know how to follow, what to follow. Thanks to the people who are educated here in all in all sectors, they know their responsibility very well. If you go to DDA, if you go to land department, if you ask them any specific question, within 2 minutes you get a reply. There is no confusion at all. Most of the countries, with all due respect, I know I work in a lot of countries, but when it comes to discussion with something and you want to get clarity from something, most of the time you didn't get the clarity what you get in Dubai. It's very transparent.
Let's talk a little bit about ANAX Developments as we come to the end here.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're talking now at the beginning of 2026. So before we talk about the year ahead, let's talk about the year that's just gone by. How was 2025 for ANAX?
2025 was a very good year for us, and we got a huge success in 2025 because we launched our 3 projects, and out of 3, 2 is already sold out, which is one was ELLE and one was Evora. And keeping that in mind, where the market is going, we started our preparation in the end 2025, and we started buying a lot of plots for 2026 launch. So we are now excited to launch our more projects in 2026, since we are already planned to launch our Medan project, which is in Bukadra. Probably by April we are going to launch. There is another plot we have bought in Jumeirah Golf Tower. We have bought Jumeirah Golf 2. We have bought 3 plots. And Varsan also, there is one more plot, and few more deals are going on. So probably we are targeting to launch more than 7 projects this year. Yeah.
What kind of trends are you focusing on with these new developments? Is there some differing ways that you're looking to cater to different audiences, perhaps?
So previously we are targeting end users, as I said before, but now our focus is different, because if you see on a daily basis, most of the investors are shifting into Dubai as well. So you say from Russia, from India, from all over the regions nearby, most of the people who want to have a second home, they are focusing only in Dubai. So now we are little focusing on the more prime and more luxury projects. Like we are targeting Medan area, and we are targeting even another plot. We are looking something in downtown where we can launch a branded residences with the ultra premium luxury product and quality. So these are the aspects, when you launch first project, what mistake you did. Second, you correct it. Third, you correct it. Fourth, you correct it. That's how you grow. So that we are focusing on it now.
Our final question here today, I'm just going to ask you to elaborate a little bit on what the plans for 2026 look like.
2026 is very exciting for us, to be honest, since we are going to deliver 2 major projects of ours, which is which is sold out now. It's under construction. Third and fourth quarter is a very, I must say that we'll be very happy to deliver our first 2 projects in this year. Apart from that, we are launching more 6-7 projects. So we are excited about it.
Ravi, thank you for joining us here today.
Thank you so much.